Yo, people, Coach Simmons back here again. And this is a descent into madness. What I'm doing right now. I was looking at a video earlier about the payouts for those blood money games. FCS, FBS. Came across this article, and it shows Tennessee State's making $1 million to play Notre Dame. This article has every single payout for every single FBS, FCS game. But the problem isn't that. First, give me a like, Shan, comment, please, and subscribe and all the good stuff. Uh, this is driving me crazy. What is $1 million to Notre Dame? What's the equivalent amount of money per year, revenue-wise, Notre Dame to HBCUs? Let's go ahead and get this shit started. That led me to this tweet, came out last year. The Marshall Thunder and Herd would just pay $1.25 million to travel to South Bend, Indiana, and beat Notre Dame. Of course, one of the most famous quotes of all time.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Well, it leads to a question. Just how much money does Notre Dame have? And make it even better, what's the equivalent at HBCU? This is called a descent into madness, people. It was 3 years ago. It's an article on fansided.com by Daniel Morrison. Breaks it down like this. At the time, 2020, Notre Dame was one of the most valuable programs in the country. Now, the current deal was worth $15 million annually with NBC for 7 home games a season. They also got a portion of ACC's money, which was $5.8 million. So they made just under $21 million annually from its TV deal. Under Armour deal goes about $90 million over 10 years. So they made about $112 million annually. It's not bad. It's more than SWAT's getting. Notre Dame is trying to go for $75 million to remain independent. Remember, they have that $15 million. So that $15 million, do me a favor, add $60 million to it, which takes their 112, it makes it 172. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? You know exactly where I'm going with this. Notre Dame's looking to make $172 million annually. That's basically based on 2020 numbers. Well, what's the number? And I mean the number of HBCUs. The combined total revenue, every HBCU D1 school, compared to the 170 Notre Dame is going for. Alabama A&M, 1, 2. Alabama A&M, 12,950,000. Bam. Alabama State, 12,850,000. Alcorn State, 3.86 million. Delaware State, 42. FAMU, 858. Grambling, Jackson State, Morgan State, Norfolk, A&T, this is Central, Prairie View, Southern University, Tennessee State, this is Pine Bluff, and Texas Southern University. It's $178,000,000, 740,000 even. Now, if you adjust the inflation for Notre Dame, it's about 180. One school has the financial impact of every single HBCU. And we're sitting here arguing over small pennies. Small as pennies. Once again, Notre Dame is paying $1 million for Tennessee State to travel 7.5 hours to South Bend, Indiana to play them. Why that sounds like a lot of money? $1 million is the highest paid any FCS game is getting paid to play an FBS opponent this year. When looking at the big picture, it's pennies on the dollar. How can we better create wealth? How can we better create our own infrastructure? Because the Division One FCS HBCUs cannot depend on government assistance. Can depend on governmental help to get back what we've lost. Now we can keep putting the pressure on them, but we got to do two things in one. You got to move while you pressure the government. Let's be honest. The bottom line on the profits is playing big money games is only a drop in the bucket. I mean, a drop in the bucket. You start with licensing your content. Then you license your image. Then you license where you play at. Control where you play at. People, I don't know what else to say. I've broken down everything you possibly can see. University of Notre Dame will have as much profits in 1 year as every public HBCU on the FCS level. Now, Bethune-Cookman, Hampton, and Howard are private. Information is not readily available. But, hey, what can I say, man? This is the place we put ourselves into. We appear not to want to get out of it. Good luck. It's Coach Simmons. Like I said, do me a favor. Give me a quick like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.